Hello guys, and welcome back to my Hypixel Skyblock YouTube channel. Today's video is the first of a two-part video on ranking the Hypixel Skyblock skills. This part will focus on the usefulness of the Skyblock skills, and the other is a mystery, so subscribe to find out! While it can help in decoration, obviously Carpentry is pretty much a useless skill that nobody pays attention to. And I mean, come on, it's Carpentry. There's really no way to grind it. Which, speaking of useless skills, there's also the social skill. And the social skill is a little bit more helpful than Carpentry, as it can be somewhat useful to make your island a little bit more interesting. But that would really be only for people who actually get visits on their island. Well, for most of the Skyblock population, that is not the case. So, social skill gets a humble C. Next up, the runecrafting skill. The runecrafting skill is also a decoration skill, but runes can be good for people who want to absolutely max out their gear. So, runecrafting gets a C. Getting into the more useful skills, the taming skill, I would say, is actually surprisingly underrated in my opinion. While there isn't really any deliberate way to actually grind taming pretty reliably, leveling up pets can be pretty hard sometimes, which ironically is technically how you grind taming. But having a high taming level, I would say, can certainly aid in the process. So, I would say taming gets the first B of this video. Proceeding along, the alchemy skill, in my opinion, is also very useful. The extra duration for potions, especially god potions, can really help, alongside an extra intelligence buff, which is pretty good for the mage dungeons class. Therefore, alchemy gets a B. The enchanting skill is also pretty nice. It gives you access to various enchants, not to mention the additional ability damage increase and intelligence increase, both of which are also very good for mage. I would say enchanting likewise gets a B. Unlike the previous two skills, however, fishing is a little bit more complicated. In itself, fishing, in my opinion, is more of a drop skill. The profit that can come from fishing is mostly generated by drops from sea creatures. An example being something like shark teeth during the marina event, or werewolf skin. I would probably rank fishing at a C. Please don't kill me in the comments. Then, there is the infamous foraging skill. Most people think it is boring, which it is, but to be fair, extra strength can help, I guess. So, foraging gets a C. Going into the final four skills, I think everybody knew at this point that farming would get a very strong rating on this tier list. If you have not seen my sugarcane farming tutorial, which you should because it is a decent video and I need views, farming can definitely be profitable, and especially with crops like netherwort or carrots. So, I would say farming definitely gets the first A of this video. Following the trend of profitable skills, mining is also one of those fortune stat skills. And mining is undisputably pretty good for profit, but it is way more expensive to set up for than farming. And, well, alongside being profitable, mining can also help you reforge, so it is worth it to grind it anyways if you're not even trying to profit. So, despite it being expensive, mining does get an A. Now, we all know the combat skill is undoubtedly one of the most useful skills in the game, as it provides an incredible increase in melee damage, along with combat just being, well, combat. You need combat to pretty much progress in the game, and kill these bad boys over here behind me. So, I would say combat definitely gets an S. And finally, the actually good skill out of the skills that are technically not skills, but I'm going to include anyways because I can, Dungeoneering. Dungeoneering can be good depending if you run dungeons or not, which most people do play dungeons to at least some extent. And we all know that leveling up your dungeon skill level is probably one of, if not the most important thing to level up in dungeons. It provides you with a certain percentage increase in stats on your gear while you're in a dungeon. So the final rating ends off on a good note with another solid S. Alright, so that is my rating of all the Hypixel Skyblock skills in terms of usefulness. So keep your eyes peeled for part 2, and as always, do not forget to like, please subscribe, share to spread my channel to other people, and turn on notifications, even though they kind of suck. And if you want to watch other videos on my channel, click the right one to watch my previously mentioned farming tutorial, or click the left one for my M7 debrief. And as always, it is farewell to you all from yours truly, Lonk the Donk.